iPhone SE versus Nokia 6 speed test. That video's coming up right now. Let's go. So, what is up guys? Nick here helping you to master your technology, and welcome to the iPhone SE versus Nokia 6 speed test. Now somebody commented to me on Instagram in the DMs and said, should I buy an iPhone SE or a Nokia 6? And I'm gonna do a separate video titled that, but for this one we're gonna do the speed test to see which one is quicker than the other. Now the reason this comparison makes sense is not due to the fact that, yes, we know the SE has a more powerful internals than the Nokia 6, but when these phones are in the same price range, why not compare them? The iPhone SE you can find now at Walmart for $159. You can find it at AT&T for $199 outright. You can also find it on Simple Mobile as well as some other carriers like TrackPhone and other carriers like that at under $200. Now, if you want to convert that to rupees or you want to convert that to British pounds, that equals about 10,300 Indian rupees or about 122 British pounds. I know those are the two most people watching this channel from those other countries as well. So let's go ahead and boot these guys up at the same time in 3, 2, 1. And you can see right here, Apple logo does show about the same, but let's see if it does boot up faster than the Nokia 6. But like I say, I mean, the iPhone SE was cheaper. This iPhone SE is cheaper than this Nokia 6 here. This was actually about 250 bucks. This guy was about 175 bucks when you add in the tax and stuff like that. So cheaper phone and faster here on the boot up than the Nokia 6. Now for this version, I am running iOS 10.3.3, and over here I am running Android Nougat version 7.1.1. So you see the SE is ready to go, and here is the Nokia 6 about 15 seconds later. So the iPhone SE does have 2 gigs of RAM. It has an Apple A9 CPU that's collected at 1.84 gigahertz. Over here on the Nokia 6, we have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 430 CPU. This is an Octa-core chip that's clocked in at 1.4 gigahertz, so it's actually not clocked that high, and this is across a full HD panel, less than 720p panel here on the iPhone SE, so that might make up for why the SE is such a quick phone as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear all here, and let's go ahead and clear everything off of the SE before we begin this speed test. So I do have the same applications lined up on both. Realize that some of these applications are Apple's operating system, like Safari versus Chrome, but in the same time, these are the browsers that come with each phone. So that's how we're going to compare them here. So let's go into Calendar, and you can see Apple's calendar is first over Nokia's calendar. Let's go into Calculator, and you can see slightly ahead to the SE, just very slightly though. Let's go into Clock, and you can see about the same. I couldn't see that one right there. What about Camera? So the SE is ready to fire a picture, and then is the Nokia 6. So let's go into Safari and Chrome now, and you can see Google is ready to go. Let's go ahead and put a yahoo.com website here. Yahoo.com here for the Nokia 6. Let's hit go, guys. And you can see go on both. I'm going to give this one to the SE slightly. Scrolling, same old, same old. It's fast scrolling on Android as well as smooth scrolling on the SE. I think the SE feels a little bit better in the browsing department than the Nokia 6 though. Let's go into Instagram, and you can see Instagram is ready to go first. I couldn't even see that one. You guys let me know down below what Instagram, who won the Instagram. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram. That's actually where the idea of this video came from, at the Nick Ackerman channel Instagram page. Somebody DM'd me and said, look man, I want to know if the SE is better than the Nokia 6. I like both these phones. And let's come home here and let's go into Twitter. And you can see Twitter is ready to go first on the Nokia 6. You could say it's because of that pop-up. A pop-up again. I'm really getting annoyed by that pop-up over there. Why are you doing this to us on the camera live, SE? Well, we gotta keep going. So let's do Twitter again. And let's hope we don't get that pop-up again. So the SE did actually win in Twitter, so it was probably due to that pop-up. Let's go to YouTube. And you can see YouTube is ready to go first for the SE. Slightly behind is the Nokia 6. So you can see respectable performance there for the Nokia 6. Not bad at all, to be honest with you. Let's go into Amazon now. And you can see Amazon is first for, look like the SE. So let's go home. Let's go into eBay. And you can see eBay is first on the SE. We're still waiting on the Android device. So I don't think eBay is very well optimized for Android in comparison to iOS. It seems better optimized for iOS. So the SE was ahead there on Play Newsstand regardless of the pop-up. Let's go into App Store and Play Store. And I thought I missed it, but no, it was just a little bit of a lag there on the Play Store. Coming home, let's go into Subway Surfers on both devices. And you should see Subway Surfers is ahead here, way ahead here for the SE. I mean, I think the SE is going to be waiting for the Nokia 6, and we're still waiting. We're still waiting on you, Nokia. We're still waiting. Okay. But you could argue. You could say, man, look, bro, the Nokia 6, 5.5-inch Full HD panel. I don't care about that little 4-inch screen. I don't care that you got all that power. I really don't care that you have all that power in that phone. I like my big screens, and this is a great value at this price point, which it kind of is. Let's go into Temple Run, and you can see the iPhone SE is there first. And going back to what I just said about the power, that's really where you get a lot with the SE. I don't think you get a lot in terms of the hardware front. I mean, the screen is small. I mean, that's what you pay for it for. It's not the best screen in the world. The contrast ratio is a little bit dull and bland in comparison to the other iPhones in the lineup, whereas you get comparable to iPhones, you know, the premium iPhone screens in the Nokia 6 screen. So let's go into Dead Trigger. But the iPhone SE does give you like a great performance. So that's really where the SE shines, is in its performance. And that's why I do a lot of speed tests with it. And a lot of people ask these questions between the SE and these other budget phones. So you've seen the SE was well ahead of the Nokia 6 and Dead Trigger, but I mean, for a few seconds, it's not too bad, you know, for the Nokia 6, not too bad at all. Let's go into Geekbench now. And you can see Geekbench was first for the SE. We'll run that in just a second. Let's go ahead and run through these again. Multitasking wise, you've seen a reload for the Nokia 6. That was about the same. Reload for the Nokia 6. Reload again for the Nokia 6. I'm not even going to wait on the Nokia 6. If it has to reload, we're not going to sit here and wait. That means that the RAM management is off. So we're not waiting on that reload. You can see reload again. YouTube. Reload again, and this is where the SE is just a champ. I mean, look at this RAM management. This is ridiculous. For a 4-inch phone in 2017, this is ridiculously good. You can see this. I mean, you're getting top tier performance here in a 4-inch smartphone here. Even though the SE is going on a year and a half old now, it's still top tier, and it's still beating out, you know, some of these hyped up mid-range Android phones like the Nokia 6. So let's go ahead and even Geekbench at the reload. Let's go ahead and run this benchmark now on both devices, and I will be back when they are both done. So here are the final results of the Geekbench scores on the single core for the iPhone SE, a 2572 and a 4460 on the multi-core. And look at the Nokia 6 at 651 on the single core, just absolutely demolished by the SE, as well as in the multi-core score at 2767. Now, I usually take these with a grain of salt. In the real world, the SE does feel a little bit more fluid, a little bit faster than Nokia 6, but the Nokia 6 offers a great value at this price point. You're paying, you know, for the bigger screen here in the Nokia 6. You're paying for the aluminum body here, and this is closer in comparison to something like an iPhone 7 Plus in terms of its hardware. Now, in terms of its processor, it's more probably close to like an Apple A6 chip or A7 chip. Well, I wouldn't go that far back. I would go maybe iPhone 5S power in this Nokia 6. I'm not going to say iPhone 5. That's a little bit too far back here, even though it's an Octa-core. You know, that's pretty much what I have to think about here on a Nokia 6. But I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to make a video soon on should you buy the SE or the Nokia 6, because that's a whole other question in of itself. This is just speed, but some people might be wondering that. So subscribe to the channel to see that coming soon. Anyway, Nick here. If you found this video enjoyable, hit the thumbs up for me, and I will talk to you in the next episode. Be sure to be well, and peace.